guys, welcome to another video, A Time for Trent'S Thoughts. Thank you all for joining in on today. Thank you for your support already, and thank you for your feedback already. On this video, we will be talking about perception. Perception. Now, think about that word and ask yourself, what does it truly mean to you? What does it give off when you really think about the word? You hear it a lot, but have you really took a moment, took some time to really deeply think about it? For perception, for me, I wasn't always this person that you see now that's still being molded to this day. I had a perception of myself where I see I'm trying each and every day, and I know that more is in store for me. Sometimes I may not realize it, but I know that I didn't wake myself up this morning. God woke me up this morning. No alarm clock, no technology has woke me up this morning. Sometimes I have in my thoughts, like, God, I'm still here. I thank you and I praise you. I cannot get up without thanking you, give you praise each and every day and every moment, every second. The times, if you would have met me a couple of years ago, you would not be able to really understand or be able to really fathom what God has done in my life. Through depression, going back to elementary, I was bullied because of what I believe in, of what I look like, because I like to keep myself looking professional. And I wasn't the one buying my clothes. My parents, my grandparents would buy me clothes. Sunday school, always going to Sunday school in the mornings, every Sunday. My grandparents, my mom, my parents did not play about me not being in the house of the Lord. Or if we were home, we would be trained up and being raised, rightfully so, for Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. And I wouldn't be this person without God and without giving him first the honor, and without my grandparents and my parents. And it's something I take very sincere when someone asks me, what is my relationship? Because it's more than a religion. It's my relationship with God, that I'm connected to be who I am and the what I am when I forget who I am some days. Because sometimes people's perceptions, what they perceive you as, sometimes words do hurt. We can't say that they don't. Even if we don't say it out loud, it hurts us to the core, because people don't really know us. And sometimes the perceptions can get to us, because sometimes we may not feel like we know who we are, but God is the one that reminds us as we look to his word, as we born renewed by baptism and having a close encounter relationship with him, we're able to see and recognize who and truly we are. But sometimes we feel like we don't want to be here. We're here, but we're just being. We're not really not living. We're just existing. And he has called us and created us more for a purpose than we can even be able to describe or even fathom. Sometimes I just say, Lord, thank you. If I can't say anything else, I thank you, because you know what people call me, you know what people may think of me, but what I need to remind myself of what you call me to be and who I am, and remind myself that I'm on a mission. I'm not here for anyone pleasures or validation. I'm not here for anybody comments or likes. Even though you comment, you like, I'm here for doing his mission over my life that he has for me. That I can be gone tonight and this post will be up, and you all see that I left this post and I said that, if it is for me to leave here, then God, it's your will, it's your way. Who am I to come in between that, what you have for me? I cannot stand against it. It is there. It is proof enough for itself that I can be able to test it at all. And so when you forget who you are, when you don't know sometimes who you are, because you feel like you're in trials and tribulations, know that there's always someone that can call on, a counselor, a friend, the one and all, God Almighty. He is there in the darkest hour, the midnight hour, in the morning, and the afternoon. Every time He is there. Sometimes you may be up at night, you can't go to sleep, but you look at who's the one I can call on? Who's the one that is there? Who is there that has me here, life and breath in my body? I may be going through something, but sometimes He may have me up for me to speak to Him and waiting for me to speak to Him, but I'm trying to handle it on my own and know I can't do it in my own strength. I'm going to seek His counseling. I'm going to be wise and not be a fool and not take His knowledge and everything He has for me. And it's okay, to not have it all together. We all don't have it all together, as I said before. We want to, but we know we can't do that without Christ being there for us in the forefront. And as we follow Him, we're able to be in line and in alignment with what He asked for us and what He asked for us. I'm in this time now where it is a hermit mode, but sometimes you hear the word hermit. Hermits, they take their time away in isolation to draw closer to God. Even they may be away for family, away for friends, just because you want that close relationship to grow even more with God and not just allow it to be stagnant, because our relationship should grow in Christ, for He has so much for us. But sometimes we're so busy in the world and what the world thinks, what the world says, we forget who we are, and what we do is pushing us way further from Him. And how can we be able to hear His voice, be able to hear and see who we are and truly who we are if we're so in the world? Even though we're a new creature, we're in the world, but we are not of it. So I just been taking this time as it's just a lesson to know that God has more for me this month. Each and every day, I'm alive and well. I'm going to His Word as it is the living holy water to remind myself when I feel like I may be inadequate and I'm just like, God, I'm waiting. But however long the waiting period is, I'm going to wait. I'm going to trust in Your Word and know that if I hold steadfast and be faithful and everything, attach my faith to You and Your Word, I would be able to see the fruits multiply as Job did. Even though he was tested, he never wavered. Sometimes you may lose people on a journey. You may lose sometimes the ideal goal that you may have, and see that God has what He does, a far greater purpose for you. And people and things are going to be isolated. Things are going to be deleted out of your life just for Him to do what He is trying to do for you. And not to say that, once it's not permanently deleted, as you type up something and you press the delete button, it's just a space and time for Him just isolating it. The people and things are still there, but He really wants that to be maybe a soul tie or a stronghold for you to break through, because you're so giving, you so have a heart that's bigger to provide and do things for people, but you feel like you're not getting that return. But you go back to perception. What am I doing it for? Who am I doing it for? God sees my heart. He sees my mind. So it's going to be blessed and multiplied and shaken down, broken down. It's not in vain. Because sometimes you do stuff for people and you have a good conscious heart to do it. But sometimes it's like, okay, God, why they not showing? Everyone has different love languages, but why are they not really showing that they are appreciative of it? Because you know my heart, you know how much I do, and I don't mind doing it. But sometimes it's like it's not enough. They don't really truly appreciate it. But I'm going to be blessed. I'm going to be thankful, because what you have for me, your blessings and blessing me is more than a man can do. That's why I should put my trust in You. I should always put my trust and have my trust in You, because man lets us down, as we know. So we do trust people, but how much do we actually trust when we see and perception of hearing people speak, but your action shows different? That's on the space of mind now. I appreciate people. I take them as for your word, but your action. I look at your actions. Are they showing it as we're not perfect, but what God has for you? That should be something that you really take in solitude of what you're doing and why you're doing it, because you don't want to be misguided by thinking you're doing something right, but knowing that God sees it. He sees your offering. He sees that what it took for you to give, and it was your all. He's not looking for a big old tangible thing that you giving. He's looking at how much that you took a little, and you didn't have to give your little, your last, but you did. And just know that God is with you. Whoever's looking at this video, He's with you every step of the way. Sometimes you want to give up, you want to throw in the towel. You feel like you're in a tired moment of just everything's about to break loose and something like it's falling apart. But you hold fast. I keep saying it. Hold fast to His word. Hold fast to those who are around you. Be in levitation, and those who you seek guidance, that you're being motivated, you're being uplifted by those who are smart, who has so much faith and wisdom that you are learning from them. You should want to be around with people that have so much knowledge and wisdom that you can be able to gain even more knowledge, and not just being with people that you see that they're just as you, but wanting to grow and learn from other people that want to make you question things. And knowing that God sent them in your life for you to know there's more in store for you. And stop looking at the perception, but knowing that perception has a lot to do with sometimes, because it can go against, what you feel and what you think. And you don't know how to really explain some certain stuff, and that's why it's always good to address something rather than allowing something to be assumed over a perception. You speak it to that person and go from there. People are going to receive what they receive, but at least you got off your heart, or what you see what you're perceiving as your brother needs counseling, as your sister needs counseling. Are you going to be there? You see something, don't come at them in a judgmental way, but out of love. Like, brother, if you need help, don't laugh at someone's calamity or seem like they're in like a place where everything is going wrong, everything's falling apart. We should be there for each other. Look at the perception of what you would want someone to, to be there for you. What would God ask for you to do? And when you perceive it, what do you actually perceive it as God love, or doing it for you to be seen? Hope this word has blessed you. Stay tuned for more. I love you all. As I always say, stay firm. Know that something bigger is coming than what you may perceive as your perception. It's just so small. It's important, but your perception to God's, He wants you to know that don't limit at all, what you may look at, what you may think. He can take whatever you have and bless and multiply it. But where's your faith? Where's your perception on? What are you leaning into for your perception? That you're not allowing it to be open-minded. You're so close-minded on it that He wants to know. He wants to show you that it's more if you know, by just staying faithful, the trusting, not throwing in the towel, that more is on the way. Hold firm, share this word, and have a blessed night.